Part 2. So I'm sitting in the back. I'm seeing as people are singing. My heart is breaking. I'm so sad because that was my thing. My thing was to sing. Always loved music. Always loved singing. So I'm sitting there. I'm seeing everybody singing. The night is over. I go home. I'm crying. I had told my mom. Nobody else knew though. Just my mom and the people of the church knew. But it was not like something I was like parading around. Like I wasn't parading this. It's just something that I had told someone and they just like started telling everybody. But it was not coming from me. In this instant, he gets mad at me because I was trying to put this pregnancy on him. And this was not his, because he don't do that. So in the process of all this, his family takes a vendetta against me. Mind you, his sister was my best friend. And I have to give it to her because she was by my side when the whole family was against me. And I love her for that. That is another story again. I have so many stories. It's crazy. So his whole family goes against me. His grandmother comes to me one day at church. I was still going to church after this. It was not a long time in between everything. It was like just like things coming back to back. So it's like that Friday I went to go sing. The next day, Saturday, I go to church. I'm being treated weird. His grandmother comes over to me. She's like, she starts saying things to me, treating me bad, saying that she's gonna destroy my name because they have power in the church and they were not going to let someone with my status, a person like me, with my family background, to destroy their name. I had to sit there and hear that and just act like it didn't bother me, but it was breaking me inside. After, I think like a few days after, I go to his sister's house because she had asked me to go get something for her at the house. So I go down to the house and I'm in the house getting it, and then I hear somebody coming in, and mind you, his family wanted me nowhere's around, anywheres. I was an outcast for the church, for everybody. Nobody wanted me around because this person is acting like she's pregnant and she's putting it on this glorified man. So I go into my friend's son's room and I go in the closet and I try to hide myself in the closet because I didn't want whoever was coming to the house, I didn't want them to see me. And I guess he might have seen me go into the room. He opens the closet. He starts saying things to me. I start walking to my house and he's saying something to me and I tell him to go off, and I'm like, just go to HEHILL. Like, I don't care. Like, just leave me alone. So I think that because of all the stress that I was going through and all the pain that I was going through and all the loss of people that I loved that were going against me, it became too much for me. So one day I'm in my room and I am sleeping and I start having pain. And I start walking to the bathroom, and when I walk to the bathroom and I look in back of me, because it was, it was a distance. There was a line of blood coming from the room to the bathroom. When I went into the bathroom, I had a miscarriage. I didn't know anything that was happening. My body just got done with everything. I was in pain for a while, and I think that that's one of the reasons why I was so infertile for so long, because I didn't go to a doctor until like a week or two after, because I was still having pains. And when they checked me, they said, you just had a miscarriage. Everything's okay inside. But we were in Puerto Rico. They really didn't care about somebody like me. So, they just said, oh, it's just because you're overweight. So, yeah. So I had had a miscarriage, and right after I had the miscarriage, I did tell his sister. She cried with me because that was my love. She was just amazing. She was such a great person. Like, I can't explain. She was a great person. So after I had the miscarriage, like, I think it's like 2-3 weeks after, around there, or maybe a month, her grandmother goes into the hospital. And this nobody starts going to the hospital with my friend. I would tell her, like, go home, go rest. I'll stay overnight with her, and you just come in the morning, nice, fresh, eat something, and then I'll leave. So I guess that I did that for a few nights, and then the one night that I stayed at my house, her grandmother passed away. So I think that the family started to see that I was not as bad as they were saying, but they hated me still. So his grandmother dies. I go to the awake, and I'm at the funeral home, and I go up the stairs, and I go and I sit down. And in this moment, he had already started a relationship with a girl that was like his second cousin or something like that. I don't know. And he comes up to me and he's like, I just want to say sorry because I know that I hurt you. I know what you went through, and I'm sorry that I wasn't there. I should have treated you better in that situation. I should have not said the things I said because you were there for my grandmother and my family, and I'm so sorry about that. That was, I think, the last time that we talked. After that, I had seen him a few times around. He would ask for me, whatever, but I never talked to him again. That relationship scarred me for a long time, and it still is scarred because it scarred me because I knew that I had so much to give to that relationship, and I was just treated so bad. I was treated like a nobody, and I had to endure my miscarriage by myself because I couldn't tell anybody. I told her my mom after, because I guess she came out, she saw the blood, and she's like, what's going on? I told her, and she's like, but let's go to the hospital. I'm like, no, it's okay, like, I'm okay. I'm going to make a part 3.